you're back. Hey, say hi. It's Kevin and I from Snarky Olds.
Josie here's too.
Oh yeah, Josie's here. So if you hear her, just ignore her. She's just yapping away. But we're doing what we do on a Sunday morning, which is the follow-up to see who died.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they are listing John Hurt again because he needs 2 weeks of death. But sadly, June Foray, who was the voice of Rocky the Squirrel, and also Natasha from Boris and Natasha, and surprisingly enough, Cindy Lou Who, she died. She was 99 years old. So, I don't want to say good for her, but yay!
And according to the Sunday New York Times, a fellow by the name of Bill Collings died. He was maker of the sought-after Collings guitars, favored by many popular musicians, including our friends' favorites, Lyle Lovett.
Oh. Well, then we've also got Barbara Sinatra, the fourth wife, my finger wouldn't move, of Frank Sinatra. She died. She was the one that outlived him. And then, of course, poor baby Charlie in England.
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrible, terrible thing to outlive your children, and I feel for those people.
Speaking of the New York Times, I've got to thank Donald Trump for its resurgence as sort of a failing rag to what it is today. I don't think I would have subscribed to it unless it was really because of him.
That's true. That is very true. And then, of course, in the death mode, as we touched on the other day, the death of Reince Priebus's career.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, as I was saying before our caller called in, Reince was the best thing we could call him this week because, as we've learned, Anthony Scaramucci,
mm-hmm.
who everybody refers to lovingly as the Mooch, has gone around calling him Rancid Penis. So that's fun.
I guess he would know.
Yeah, I guess he would.
You know, speaking of things that have died and come back or not come back and close to dying, there's a fascinating article in today's Sunday New York Times by a scientist, if you believe in science, by the name of Peter Brannan. And get this for a title: The Ends of the World, Volcanic Apocalypses, Lethal Oceans, and Our Quest to Understand Earth's Past Mass Extinctions. Apparently the Earth was close to becoming extinct several times over the past, hundreds, millions of years or so. It's an interesting read so far. Again, you gotta believe in science.
Yeah, which I don't think our current president does. Which leads us to our current annoyance du jour, which is the delightful young Politico Tomi Lahren, who apparently...
Who's he?
And yet it's a girl. So there you go. She falls into the mold of an Ann Coulter, young, hot blonde, except for, of course, Ann Coulter is moving into a Snolds character
Sure.
at this point.
Sure.
However, she is amazingly ill-informed. Would you pick her up?
Sure, come here, Josie. Come here.
Sometimes she just needs daddy. So, apparently there is a political Comic-Con-y kind of thing for politicos, Politicon, that was happening in LA over the weekend, and Tomi was on a panel with Chelsea Handler where she complained about how it was a terrible thing that Obamacare was not repealed this week, and after she got done saying that, she said, but then she doesn't have to worry about it because she's still on her parents' insurance because she's only 24. Tomi! That's part of Obamacare. You are on your parents' insurance because of Obamacare. Grow up. Honest to God, I cannot take this crap anymore. People who walk around saying, I didn't benefit from it. You did. You totally did.
All right, I got to get back to reading about mass extinctions. So.
Okay, but the next person who calls me a snowflake better come for me right here. I'm not kidding. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for today.
Okay.
Look forward to our next highlight with Mandy Patinkin.
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
Bye.